Yankees win a very close and intense game against the Tampa Bay Rays. So let's go get into a quick game recap, then kind of preview the next upcoming series because the schedule is pretty brutal for the Yankees here. But this was a really close game. The Yankees shut out the Rays, and the Yankees only scored 2 runs today. And those 2 runs came in the bottom of the 4th when Isaiah Kiner-Falefa singled to left, and Giancarlo Stanton was on second base. Gleyber Torres was on first. The third base coach sent Stanton to run home, so it was going to be really close. The throw actually got over the head of the catcher, so Stanton scored easily. And Torres, with some heads-up base running, ended up scoring. And that was all of the scoring in today's game. Kind of crazy to think about that. But that was all. Falefa's single in the 4th inning to give the Yankees a 2-0 lead, and the Yankees held that lead the whole time. Gerrit Cole was pitching today. He was absolutely fabulous. He went 6 innings. He only gave up 5 hits, 1 walk, struck out 7. He had a bad outing his last time out, gave up a lot of home runs. This time, he returned to what he knows best, striking out a lot of guys, not giving up home runs, and getting a win. It's Gerrit Cole. Some people were slightly concerned after his last start. Every pitcher has a bad start, and Cole's just proving that he's still Gerrit Cole. The bullpen closed it down today. Peralta pitched 2/3, only gave up 1 hit, no earned runs. No earned runs by the whole pitching staff today. King came in for an inning and a third. He walked 1 and struck out 2. Then Holmes, he closed the game. It's Clay Holmes. He's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about Clay Holmes. He's just doing... The way he's pitching is unreal. It's almost unimaginable. He has an ERA of 0.3 right now. It's absolutely absurd. He struck out 2, gave up 1 little bloop hit, so really amazing. One of the biggest things that I noticed in this game was when Andy Peralta was pitching, his fastball was actually sitting around 97 miles per hour. And that's pretty significant because he's someone who normally sits around 93, maybe 94, can dial it up to 95. But sitting 97 makes him a totally different pitcher because it adds a lot of deception to the changeup. Peralta throws a lot of changeups. It's his primary pitch. But if he can have that fastball to sneak in there when a batter thinks he's going to get a slow pitch, and sneak in a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, Peralta could be absolutely devastating. He already has a sub-2 ERA. He could be even better. So that's definitely something to watch if the velocity stays. The Yankee Stadium's had some issues with the radar gun over the last couple of games. They had Clark Schmidt throwing a 102-mile-an-hour changeup, but it seems like the radar gun was working today. So that's something I would be watching. If Wandy Peralta's fastball velocity stays around 97, he could be absolutely devastating. Now, the Yankees have a tough schedule coming up in this 3-game series versus They have the 3-game series versus the Rays. They just won the first one. And they have a 3-game series versus the Blue Jays. Then another 3-game series versus the Rays. And then a 4-game series against Houston. And then they have some games against the Athletics, but those don't matter as much. But again, the Blue Jays and the Rays are the main rivals in the division. The Red Sox are not really in it right now. So if you can sweep all of these, that would be amazing. Pretty much not guarantee, but make the Yankees' odds of winning the division very high. Even if you don't sweep, but you win all of the series, that would be amazing. And then we probably have a good kind of playoff matchup here against Houston. So I think that they're going to be versing Yankees and Houston. They're going to have a rematch. It's going to be pretty close to see who gets into the World Series there. So I'm excited to see the Houston series too. Got a lot of great baseball coming up. And subscribe if you want to, stay up to date on all the Yankees news that happens in these games. Yeah, good Yankees win. Let's hope they keep winning.